You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends.
We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldurs Gate is on our own. This place is lost. You are looking at Leroican's newest apprentice. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramesses Tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see. I'd die if I met Leroican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell of my clothes.
No helping it. We're exposed now.
God, it's boring in here.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Be back in the gate by now.
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already. Sorry, but I prefer groups that are a little smaller, more intimate. Lose a follower or two, and I might consider it.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Hello. What can I do for you? Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Oh, the waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
I swear that ox's gaze is following me.
No fortress, and we're no warriors.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
Moo! Waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
Hold out your hand. Let me show you something. Go on. Take this ring. It's lucky. Call it. Heads or tails. Tails it is! See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've got more where that came from. Real cheap, too. Interested? Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it. Heads it is! There. Happy? Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails? We got tails! There. Happy?
Ah, come on. Okay. Heads or tails?
We got tails! There. Happy? Hey, hold on, you gotta pay for that. You got it. One sec. That's what I got. Nothing cool.
You suddenly feel something moving against your back and turn. You see her hand in your bags and the shame in her heart.
I can't do this anymore, Mattis. I'm sorry.
Hey, you here to trade or? Yeah, I know. I was standing right here telling her to rob you. Fine. I'm not so good at counting, but I think any percentage of 0 is 0. Look, you caught her. Good for you. You aren't a chump like everyone else around here. Now, do me a favor. Make room for the chumps. Think you could stand back a ways, pal? I'm fishing for chumps here.
Please, let us through.
It is forbidden.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a thief, hellspawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
We could help each other. Fight the goblins together. Instead, these fools are trying to chase us away.
try greasing palms.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
We need to get Arabella out, now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Corker to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. Druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
Breaking into druid chambers to steal a sacred relic? Oh, she sounds like fun.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. She must be terrified.
Keep their confidence if you insist.
Calm, Magrin. Give them a chance. You, get back. No, and you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Would that we could speak freely of my Earthsheim friend.
Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you lost your senses, Korga? Release her.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it. Halsin is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority. Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me!
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
You again.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Ah. You don't see a monster. You just look at me through one's eyes. You are like the devils. Where they tread, chaos follows. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. The Rite of Thorns. It is the Tree Father's gift that none come to harm. When we speak the final prayer, the great vine will sprout forth. The grove will be cloaked in bramble and thorn. No one enters, no one leaves. Sanctuary. None of this can happen while Outlanders infect us. Sylvanus demands that we choke them out. A disease of the flower must not reach the root. Pluck the petals, sever the branch if you must, but cut out the rot before it infects the whole of the wood. Teachings of Sylvanus. You must agree. Words I heed to the letter, to keep my brood safe. You showed great mettle at the gate. The metal of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
just that with...
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
I did, but I was robbed. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Mary. All we can offer is our thanks. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Girls, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one
These things have stayed interesting.
We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. Stupid and reckless.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldurs Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. The Blade of Frontiers has done what he can to help us prepare for the journey, and we are grateful. But it'll be a short journey if the goblins still own the roads.
By the Triad, there is only one correct answer. Refuse him, and we sentence these people to die.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word. Scouts yet?
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
Right. Don't make me hurt you, boy.
Too late! Looking at you is painful enough.
Give it back, kid.
I...
Only gonna ask you one more time, boy. Hand over my locket.
I don't have your ugly locket. I've never seen it before.
Hand it over or I'll slap the teeth out of your head.
I said I don't have it. Maybe he dropped it running away from those big, scary goblins.
You little split-tongued freak!
What kind of question is that? Why does anyone steal anything? Fine. I have the stupid amulet. Take it.
To impress a girl, most like.
It looked like my mother's, all right? Just take the damn thing and leave me alone!
Keep it, kid. You need it more than me. Poor kid. What I wouldn't do for better goals.
I could use the target. Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades. Nearly ready.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face will frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Hope the goblins aren't smart enough to poison their blades.
We're exposed.
moment ago.
Come on, Bricker.
And now what? We dig a hole and be done with it?
Have some respect. This really isn't the time to talk.
What am I to do?
The pride of the gate.
Don't touch me.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Where am I needed?
No time to rest?
You know what I really miss about Baldurs Gate? The food. Freshest fish I've ever had.
I don't care for fish. Red meat, now, that's a different matter. Rare as can be. Dripping.
Well, unless we find a cure, you won't have any teeth to chew it with soon enough.
The goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped. I've come to know a fair few village clerics, but none with the skill to pull these worms from our heads. From what I understand, there's a healer called Nettie in the grove. Perhaps she's got the talent. Otherwise, I'd bet my last coin that the open-hand temple in Baldurs Gate could help. Though a fat lot of good that does to us now. My father once said, "One does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call." So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after. I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded. And it's nice to meet someone of your talents. Having a worm wriggling in my skull didn't instill much confidence in the days ahead. With you as my ally, the future looks a little less daunting. Karlach's fires raged in Baldurs Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own. Chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing. A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. All right. What else is on your mind? A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Tiny grooves spider across the eye's surface. It resembles a sending stone used to confer with distant contacts.
A sending stone? Nothing so special, I assure you.
You watch and listen for signs of deceit, but sense nothing unusual.
Strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Who cares about some pig? It's... The pig's dead, my friend. Staring at it won't bring it back. Come on. We'll never fix these brainworms if we stop and gawk at every piece of carrion you find.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. Examining the corpse, you see 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
And? Is it dead enough for you? It's been drained of blood with wounds in its neck. It's been killed by a vampire. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to worry you. They are ferocious creatures. But don't worry. I'll keep watch tonight. We won't have to worry about nocturnal visitors. Now please, let's go. A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
To start, lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart.
Dead goblins.
Why?
Dead travelers.
Just curious.
Were they heading to the Druid's Grove?
What do you need now?
As much love as I hold for Baldurs Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street. Goblins are close. I'd know that stench anywhere.
Come with me in an open view. Carefully now.
Well, it's no Baldur's Gate. But at least it's some kind of civilization.
Get over there! Surround them like! Oi! You just walked into the wrong town! Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
You're a true soul. My mistake, sir.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
I just want a little.
I saw you training those children. You were so gentle. That's...
So the tadpole allows us to influence others. How very interesting.
Don't get too excited. Influence comes at a cost. And until we know what that cost is, the only reasonable approach is a cautious one.
You have the ability to manipulate people, make them bend to your every whim, and you'd be cautious about it. That's no fun. My point exactly. I'm so glad you agree.
So, Will with a Y.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights. What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. 'Cause it makes me laugh. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Yes. Whatever you want.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The goblin's nostrils flare nervously. All of his bluster seems to vanish.
We're leaving. What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! Apologies, Your Grace. We didn't mean to doubt a true soul. We'll be off. Mates. Scared mates. Yes. Ah!
Untie me! Cut me loose! Free me and find out!
Need something?
Help me down!
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
me down! Come on! What are you waiting for? Ugh. Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. As expected, coercion by the book. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldurs Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Need something? Well, hello.
I've got a long road ahead. Looks empty.
A feast fit for an ogre. you notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow slit behind. Mystery meat, tough as boar hide. Only the sharpest teeth could pierce it. Rattle the door. Then a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
What's next, I wonder?
A hero at heart.
Keep your distance, darling.
Still alive, so that's progress.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
None.
What a day.
Let's move.
I'm ready.
No one back home will ever believe this.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the tough, leathery meat. You yank the dagger free, leaving a narrow... As you approach, then a low moan. You see a name etched into the leather. Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. He whines, but remains rooted by the corpse's side.
Let's get on with it.
Sharp as ever.
Something over there.
My faith will guide me.
I don't think I'll fit through there.
Sharp as ever. Where am I needed?
A big man does not fit in a small hole.
What to do? Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby. Can't give up now.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
get going.
Defender of the people.
What's next?
Keep a blade close.
All right. What now? That stench. Dead owlbear prey, no doubt. Time to get going. Free for the taking.
You feel the quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming out of the darkness. The owlbear's one good eye flicks away for a moment. You follow its glance and see an owlbear cub. As you retreat, the owlbear lets out a short huff. The message is clear. You can leave now, or step closer and die.
Oh, my hand slipped.
It's a lunar statue in a stinking cave. Hardly a place of honor.
Feel that? Magic. A spell so chest tight.
This thing won't yield its contents easily.
Need something?
Don't rest well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you break your meditation because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens. You lean into him, losing yourself. You can feel your blood racing, coursing through both your bodies. A gentle, numb feeling starts to spread.
Of course. I was just swept up in the moment. But it worked. I feel good. Strong. Happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Never a dull moment.